Hello and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome. No time like the now to be in the know. So thank you for clicking on this video, and we are just gonna jump into today's topic, which is gonna be this, I'm gonna call it infamous interview, even though I've not yet seen it. Maybe my opinion will change by the end of the video. If you lived in front of the TV in the 2000s, you most likely saw the Tyra show, or at the very least, you knew about it because the topics on that show were kind of controversial, especially now looking back. Those episodes, topics, the I don't even want to say journalism, but the show and how it was produced, I don't think aged well, but it is what it is. And I'm just like, what episode just really stood out? I'm like, her catalog of just like the fat suit episode, the one where she dresses up like a homeless person, where she, is a stripper for a day. It was a lot. If there's anything Tyra knows how to do, it's generate buzz and I guess, put on a show. So there's that. And there's one episode, her interview with Sasha Grey. She started her career in 2006 in the adult film industry, and her career is ongoing. However, her career has more evolved, and she just does what she wants. She has dabbled with music, with acting, like I feel like she's one of those people who, like, anything that she just puts her mind into, her effort into, she can just do it if she wants to. And I think that's great. And we should really, see what'll come of people like her who just kind of aren't afraid to just do it. So, without further ado, let's get into the interview. I have to find my mouse. The thing about my laptop is that it works, but the mouse pad is kind of stuck, and it's no longer supposedly covered by the warranty, which I think is ridiculous, but whatever. So I have a USB on here, and I just navigate my computer and my life through, being resourceful. Let's see what happens.
So Sasha, you are 18 years old.
Yes.
18 years old and have done 80 porn movies.
Around that, yeah.
Around that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at you right now, and you look like somebody that I went to middle school with, like somebody that went to my school, 8th grade. Do you think that is an appeal, that you look so young?
I definitely can say that there is a market for that people want to see the young, fresh face. But I do get typecast sometimes, but I would say probably only out of those 80 or so videos have I had to do that probably 5 or 6 times.
To act like you're younger than you are, to act like schoolgirl.
I don't do it, no. I mean, you wear the clothes, you wear the wardrobe, but I try to change that. I don't want to portray that. It's not who I am.
I know some of the things that you did. Tell me about the 50-year-old co-star on the set of a movie.
Oh, let's see, that was the first scene I did. And
the very first scene you did.
Yeah, my first scene. And
he was 50 years old.
He might be a couple years older than that, yeah.
And you were only 18.
Mhm. And he's actually one of the most well-known porn stars in this industry. And it was during a fellatio scene, and
the oral sex.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he was just telling me, oh, I'd like to do this to you, I'd like to do that, and he's Italian, so I can't really understand him. And I said, oh, would you like to punch me in the stomach? Go ahead. And he was just shocked. He didn't expect that from me. Mm-hmm. And that's the big answer.
And so you asked him to punch you in your stomach, and he punched you in your stomach.
No, he didn't do it.
But you wanted it.
Yes.
I want you to take me to your that very first scene, that very first sex scene. And what was it like walking on that set? Were you scared? Were you nervous? You're 18 years old.
The first scene I did, I was nervous the whole day because I just didn't want to mess up. I didn't want to be shell-shocked and just sit there like, and have no idea what to do. But once the actual scene started, once I was there in it, I felt completely in my own element.
And how far will you go? What won't you do? Because I know you say you do a lot.
Well, I won't do anything that has to do with children and anything that has to do with animals.
So you'll have anal sex?
Mm-hmm.
On film?
I do. Almost every scene.
Every scene?
Just about, yeah.
And I've heard that you do gangbang scenes. What is a gangbang scene?
It's just a large group of men with one girl.
And how many guys have been on you at one time in one scene?
I did one of those and it was 15 guys.
15 guys on you? How did you tell your family that you were getting into this the first time? What did you tell them?
It was when I was here for about 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks I moved down here, and I just said the real reason I came. Well, first I started out by saying I can't expect to get respect from you unless I have the respect to tell you. So I said the real reason I came down here was to do porn, and that's how it went.
And what was her response?
Oh, God this, God that. Oh my God, you know, your body is sacred. It's a temple. My sister laughed, but I think that's more of the, you know, I'm afraid laugh than a ha-ha funny laugh. But
this interview was actually really strange for me, Sasha, because I feel like I'm talking to a young girl. I am talking to a young girl, and you look very young. The things that you're talking about, you talk about them just so lightly. And it's just a lot. And we're gonna take a break, and her boyfriend Ian is here, and we're going to talk to him. And I need to regroup a little bit and get this together because this is very difficult for me. We'll be right back.
Difficult for her. Oh my god, I'm so glad that there's like interval breaks because I'm just like, ooh. Okay, wait, hold on. So since they did a break, that first part of the interview was just for like shock factor. It was like, Sasha, so you're 18. This is your first scene. Tell us, what did you do right out of the gate? And it's just like, what did her having to like tell her about like asking to be punched in the stomach like have to do with like any of this? And Tyra like keeps on reiterating about like how young she looks, and it's like Sasha says that she doesn't emulate being a child, but Tyra keeps on pushing this, you're so young, like somebody who I went to middle school with. Like Tyra keeps on pushing that onto Sasha. See what the rest of this interview looks like with Sasha's then boyfriend Ian.